guests on the dais, the DCGI, Dr. Raghuvanshi, the DG of Pharmexil, Mr. Rajbanu, Shri Bharat Shah, Mr. Rambabu, Mr. Shekhar, the experts from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. Considering the kind of distinguished company of experts that I find myself to be in, I was almost feeling like a NSQ drug myself. I've just come to this department a month and a half back, and the learning curve has been quite steep for me. Every day, my officers, they intimidate me with new terminology when I step into the office. And just when I thought that I had got some control of what happens in the drug industry, today when I was in the ante room, before this event started, I realized two things. The terminology that was being thrown about, I need to catch up a lot more on that. And second thing, everybody there was talking of the world markets, exports, pricing mechanisms. I was thinking, man, nobody is bothered about us poor people here. Everybody here is bothered how to export the medicine to some other country, how to get the best price there. And what happens to us poor consumers sitting right here in the country? And just as I was sitting and doing chat GPT on how much of drugs do we sell in our country, I realized that we sell almost as much as we export within the country. And I was slightly unwell today, and I had a paracetamol. And after I've come into DCA, I've started seeing how the drug works on me. So I realized today it took 2 hours for me to bring my temperature down to normal. So the first thing that starts going away, am I having the right medicine? Is it spurious? Is it, that sometimes the job overtakes you and that's what starts happening. So I think we are, and being in Telangana, the DCA Telangana, we are the state, the licensing authority for almost 700 plus manufacturing units, close to 300 blood centers, and I think close to 50,000 wholesale and retail outlets. That's quite a job for the DCA. How we are ever going to make sure that okay, you are exporting, they are coming and certifying your products and you are exporting to the markets. But our responsibility here extends much beyond that. We need to make sure at least the medicines that people in this country are consuming, the most populous country in the world are consuming, need to be of good quality, affordable, and on par with the best in the world. What can we do as the DCA of a state? There's so much to do, we realized, with so less of capabilities. And to bridge that gap, I think we need to bridge the API of yours to the API of the industry here. The programming to the pharmaceutical, I think that's the only way forward that we can have a very systematic regulatory mechanism in place where everybody is plugged into one system, like something like your core banking system that we all are plugged into today. And we need to have a something of the same type for the pharma sector. I was just having a word with the DCGI a little while back. I was telling him that we are doing licensing, we are doing so much of certification, and we are doing so much of enforcement. But none of the three are talking to each other. So the platforms, neither are the platforms talking to each other, nor are the states talking to each other on a single platform. So we need to bring in something which will make not only the licensing process as the drug administration of any state or the CDSO, we have to strike a very fine balance between promoting the industry, making sure that people who are genuinely working to innovate, to produce quality products are not hindered in their progress due to our interference. But at the same time, we need to make sure that the drugs that come out of this entire process are really of good quality and nobody is taking advantage of the gaps in the process. I've been a police officer for 20 years and my interaction with the pharma industry has been continuous, not as a regulator, but pharma industry faces a lot of problems. Problems of fake and fake manufacturers, fake. You have a lot of problems with your employees who create a lot of things which happen from within your highly regulated industry. So I've had this interaction and I realized that there are so many things that can be sorted out if we plug in IT into pharma and make sure that like end to end, if I take out a medicine strip somewhere and type in that code number, I should be able to, I need not write to another drug administration to find out where this was manufactured, which batch, which wholesaler it went to, from there, which date it came to the retailer, from where it was sold. It should just at a glance tell me everything about the drug. And if the day we achieve that day I think we'll be able to achieve a lot of quality control for the people within the country. So I would love to work with the industry and the CDSO to make sure that we are enabling this every day. I'm sure we cannot do it in a day, but over a period of time, if we all put our heads together, I think we can come up with a solution. I need not go into the fact that we are one of the more, though the pharma industry didn't start in Telangana in this country, it probably started in Bengal. And from what I heard, the leaders are Gujarat and Maharashtra. But the renaissance of pharma industry definitely took place in Hyderabad and the surroundings. That big push to export, to make a presence in the global markets, I think that started with this place. And even today, this state is so welcoming of investment. I think last year we had the highest number of GCCs coming around, mostly in the area that we are sitting around, this Gachibowli, Nanakramguda, Madhapur, this area. And I saw a slew of inaugurations happening of the GCCs. There's one I was Commissioner of Police Hyderabad, this area, about a few months back. And we have a very unique industry association here called the Hyderabad Security Council. I don't know, some of you might have heard of it. Some of you might be members of that. So it started off with a police industry association, especially on the IT, in the IT field, because this was the IT capital at one point, all the aspiring IT industry was started here. A lot of international companies had their offices and the state was promoting. So this body was set up. And over a period of time, it was set up sometime in the year 2007, and almost it's 20 years hence, and we are having a lot of now pharma companies, hospitality, and a lot of other type of companies also onboarded onto that. So it's not only a very good atmosphere to invest, it's a very safe state in terms of a law and order perspective, in terms of collaboration with the government. So I would definitely request the leadership, since it's a leadership conclave, to make sure that the state gets more and more leadership roles and we expand as much as we can. Mr. Rajbanu spoke extensively about the MSME sector, and we cannot, there are mega manufacturers and then there are the small manufacturers who have to struggle a lot. We must make sure that they also get a playing field to be able to compete in this world. And as the Drug Administration, we would love to work with Mr. Rajbanu's team and the DCAGI to make sure that's possible. I wish you all the very best for this conclave, and I'm sure you'll have very meaningful discussions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your reassurance.